I'm Casey Busher, joined with head coach Latricia Trammell of the Dallas Wings. For the first time in franchise history, 2 starters have been named to the All-Star game in Arike, Ogunbowale, and Satou, Sabally. Coach, what type of leadership does that duo bring to this group?
Well, what it does for our organization, the state of Texas, I mean, to have 2 starters in the All-Star, as you mentioned, is we're only one of 2 teams that has multiple players on the roster. And so I'm just so proud of them. I know that's something that they wanted to accomplish. And so it's just an exciting time. Can't wait to go to Vegas to watch.
And it's official, Odyssey Sims has signed a rest of the season contract with the Wings. What does she bring in that playmaker position?
A pedigree, right? I mean, she brings 10-year experience. She can play multiple positions. She can score the basketball. She can push the pace in transition. She can defend. She just has a dog in the fight. And so when we had her here previously, I mean, she kept her value up. She did the right thing. And we told her at that point that there's always a possibility. And so she needs to be in this league. She deserves to be in this league. And I'm so glad that she's a part of our team.
And there has been a lot of change on this roster in the first half of the season, right? But how has this team continued to build chemistry game after game?
Well, I think at moments you see it and at moments you don't, because of that. And so now, and I was telling the staff this, I said, now we have the final roster. And so this is something that we're going to continue to enhance. It's exciting. So again, you're going to see major improvement in that area.
Blue and Diamond may not be contributing on the court yet, but they have been the biggest cheerleaders on the bench throughout games and in practices. What kind of energy do they bring to this group?
That's what you're supposed to do, right? When you try to impact the game in a positive way, especially if you cannot play. And that's just like with players that have low minutes, you try to find a way to impact your teammates in the process. And Diamond and Lou have done that. I mean, there's times even when we were in LA on this last road trip, they FaceTimed in with the team, and that matters. It also helps them stay connected. I'll send them a text message, game day fire up, and of course they'll send something right back. And so it's always important to keep those players connected and attached to our team, and also know that we understand what they're going through and we want to support them as well.
Looking at the second half of the season coming up, what areas does this group need to improve on?
I think one, you mentioned it earlier, is just our chemistry now that we have the final roster. I think continuing to make every possession count, sharing the basketball. We always joke and say sharing's caring, but that's one of the things that we need, or areas that we need to improve on, and continue to grow on the defensive end. We have a few defensive-minded players, but we're trying to make sure that everyone is connected on that end, and so that's something that I think we'll see a great enhancement.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach. For head coach Latricia Trammell, I'm Casey Busher.